I'm live, y'all. I'm live. I'm live. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Lazy and Lock channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, as usual, thank you for your subscription and welcome back to the channel. So, I'm probably not going to have a lot of people coming in here because it's like literally a last minute thing. Y'all know how I do. I always do like last minute, okay, I'm gonna go live. That's why y'all need to follow the channel because y'all will never know when I'll go live. So um a little thing about this live, I'm here. Hi Zahara. How you doing, Zahara? What's up? So okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little background of why I even did this live because I actually was gonna do a video. Hey Space. Hey Space. Hi, Khadijah. Oh wow, y'all actually coming in here. It's three. All right. Three, the more the merrier, but thank you all for coming in. What's up, PJ? Oh my goodness. Y'all making my night. Y'all really in here. Like y'all are really in here. But nah, I'm glad to see y'all all just come through. Come through. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about these comments, okay? So again, a little background about why I'm even doing this live is because I was gonna record a whole video for y'all, but the thing that I noticed is that it was just getting too long. Like it was like 25, 30 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just get on live and do this live. Hey Faith, what's up, Faith? How you doing? How you doing? So yeah, I'm just gonna go on here live and we're just gonna talk about this crazy glue on my hair because I know that a lot of you want to know what's going on with my locks since I put the crazy glue in there. I've just been reading the comments and just to let y'all know on that video, the I Quit Interlocking video, I don't think that I'm ever going to actually go in and answer any questions or respond to any of the comments simply because it's a very opinionated space. Of course, a lot of people are not going to agree with what I did to my locks as far as using crazy glue as a part of my retwist method. So I'm just going to leave that video as a blank space for whatever people want to say, let them say it, but I'm just going to address the comments because I just think that it's interesting and I think it's an interesting topic as well because oh man, there's so much that people were saying. So if you are going to watch this back on the replay, for those of you who are in here, thank you for coming through. I know a lot of y'all are going to watch it on the replay, so just know that this is just about addressing the lock comments and I'm just going to go through the comments. So before we get there, let me give y'all a brief update on my locks. So I know my quality is not the best. I'm actually doing this on my computer. And I apologize for the graininess, but hopefully you can see my locks and it's doing very well. Okay, it's doing good. A little bit of an update. So this is where I'm at with the locks, right? With the crazy glue. What I'm noticing is that the crazy glue is starting to chafe off. So where I put the glue at is not taking out my hair, which is great. I'm glad to report that. But what's going on is those places that I put the glue at is starting to flake off. And I'm going to get into it a little bit later because I know a lot of y'all are probably wondering why I even thought to use crazy glue in the first place. Like I could have used anything else, right? I could have used gel. I could have used, what else? Beeswax. Like I had so many other options that I could have used. Why did I use crazy glue out of all things? So we're going to get into it. So first things first, why did I put or use crazy glue as part of my retwist method? So the reason why I use crazy glue is because I'm very familiar with crazy glue. Like I'm extremely familiar with crazy glue, the composition of crazy glue. I actually went to school. Well, pretty much I'm in the field of restorative dentistry. So I went to school for restorative dentistry. And in restorative dentistry, we use crazy glue like the way when you go to get your nails done, the nail techs use KRAZY glue on your nails. So I had to really learn about KRAZY glue. I had to learn about the mechanical components of it, retention, bonding, how it works, how to release the bond. And because I was thinking about my lock journey and how I wanted my lock journey to function, I was like, to me, KRAZY glue was the best option only because I knew how it would react if I did it in a certain type of way. So if you go back and you watch that lock video, you'll see that I put the KRAZY glue in a specific way. I didn't just slab it on my locks. Like, I really got technical with it. So if you are watching this and you're not subscribed or you haven't watched that video, then you can go back and see what I'm talking about. But I'm really familiar with KRAZY glue. So that's why I used it. Now, the next question is, would I use it again or would I continue using it? And personally, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna do it again or use it again because I'm finding that I don't need to use it. Like, the way that okay, when I did the retwist, right? I thought that a I thought I needed something to stop my locks from unraveling. So that's why I used the KRAZY glue as a means to like stop the unraveling from happening. But what I've noticed now on like month 3 of doing the retwist, that my hair actually stays in that twisted position. So I don't think I need to use KRAZY glue in the future. Now, what I will do, I will say, is I will constantly be on the hunt for different things that I can use that may be conducive to what I'm trying to get my locks to look like. Because for me, it's all about sustaining the lock. As you all know, if you are like a day one subscriber, like, this channel was built off of me going a year stretch without retightening my locks. And personally, I think that's kind of been, like, since I made that video, that's kind of been like my identity with my locks. Just going these long, ridiculous stretches without retightening. So retwisting for me, which is something that you all want to know too, like, how do I feel about retwisting? Am I really gonna quit interlocking? I actually, I really enjoy the retwist method. Like, when I tell you guys, I finished, like, I had like this much new growth, right? I had about 4 inches. And for me to retwist my hair versus retightening it with an interlocking tool, it took like, it was just so quick. And I really, really love the way that I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. Like, when I touch it, it's like, it doesn't feel hard. It just feels very soft. Um, ah, I'm so sorry about the quality, guys, but I need to invest in a webcam for you all since I'm gonna be going live. But I just love the texture of it. Like, retwisting is definitely, in my opinion, for my lock journey, is by far like the best decision I made as far as a maintenance routine, or as part of my maintenance routine. So I do want to say at this point that if you want to comment as you come in on the replay, if you have any questions that you do want to ask pertaining to my locks, definitely put it in the comment section, because I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm not going to be really going back and answering anything on that video in specific. So if you want any questions to be answered, make sure you insert it here. Okay, so Space, I'm wondering if you could use the same lace front glue you used to use on that front section. Okay, yeah, so that's a good point, Space. So what Space is saying is that I used to use lace front glue to palm roll my locks in the front. So here on this side, and again, I so apologize for the quality, but I had some thinning that went on because I went to a loctician and she pretty much just pulled my locks out. She was so rough, she was so tight, and I was switching states because I was going to school someplace else. So I was far away from my original loctician. So I found my backup, but she ended up really not even being a backup because I never went back to her. But she made this side of my hair really thin because she pulled out my locks. Um, so what I did to try to redeem that back, you know, to at least get some hair back there, is I started to palm roll this area instead of interlocking it. Because I don't know about you all if you have locks, but it's something about interlocking to me that it's something about it that I don't really feel. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot more snagging when you interlock. You know what I mean? Like you just have a chance of snagging that one strand from that adjacent lock. And once you do that, it's over. You either gotta go in and cut that part out, or it's like really tough. You know what I mean? So I palm rolled because I wanted to make sure that I was, again, I'm trying to put into words, I didn't want it to be thin. So palm rolling was like, I think the most gentlest as far as like interlocking, where I only had like the strands that was on my lock was so thin. So I didn't want to do the rotations and run the possibility of like pulling it out, like having a snag. So I used lace front glue and I brushed it on with a toothbrush, and then I twisted it, and it helped this part of my hair grow back. So Space was saying that she wonders if I could use the lace front glue for, like, instead of using a KRAZY glue, use that on the locks. And to answer your question, Space, like, I don't know. I don't know. Because of my hair and how it is, it's very like it's very coarse in the back. The front is obviously thinner, so it worked for the front. The back, I didn't try it. So I'm probably just gonna do a little pilot test to see how it works. And then I'll report back to you if it works. But thank you for that suggestion. I also read something like that in your comments that you sent me, because I kind of screened the comments, but I saw that. So thank you, Space. Tori B, I used a very small drop of KRAZY glue to secure one of my back microlocs from falling out. It worked wonders. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Tori. See, this is good. I mean, I'm not going on telling everybody to use KRAZY glue on your locks, but see, it's stuff like this or comments like this, Tori, that gives me, or it's things like when I hear you guys coming in with the comments, I'm happy that I could aid in some type of way, because what I'm noticing with microlocs and sisterlocks is I think they're becoming more like trendy. I know they've always been around, right? But it's like, to care for them shouldn't be this big, like, first of all, well, I'm gonna save that for later, but we're gonna get into that. I'm not trying to be funny, but that is foolishness. No type of glue belongs in our hair, sister. Please stop doing that. Okay, yeah. Come, what should I call you? Natural. I'm gonna just call you Natural. So Natural, I get you. I read your comment in the video, and that's your opinion. That truly is your opinion. I'm actually not going to be using KRAZY glue on my hair any longer. Since you just came in, you probably didn't get that part, but it's truly an opinion. You know what I mean? Like, if it works for me, I'm going to do it. And that's just the bottom line. Also on this channel, I'm going to do a lot of things that many people's not going to agree with, but it's a part of what my channel represents. You know what I mean? I'm lazy and locked because I'm lazy with my locks, and I'm here to make my lock journey as easy as I can make it for myself. So if it doesn't, if the shoe doesn't fit on your foot, then it just doesn't fit on your foot. But there are some people that have messaged me and commented to me, telling me that certain things that they saw me do, not that I told them to do it or suggested for them to do it, but because I did it and recorded it and put it on my channel, that it worked for them. So I'll let you have your opinion. You can rock with it. I'm gonna rock with what I do, and we're good, PJ, I wouldn't use crazy glue in my hair, but it ain't never gonna knock somebody from trying something new. Everybody's different, and you always seem to be doing something different from the other's heart. Thank you, PJ. Yes, and that's what, like I said, that's what this channel is about. Like, I'm not here to try to follow anybody else's trend. Like, if you're looking for a lock channel where they're just talking about this is how you do a 2-point rotation, this is how you do a 4-point rotation, you're free to subscribe to whoever you want to subscribe to. I'm going to put crazy glue in my hair. I'm going to put a lot of stuff in my hair. I'm going to braid lock my hair. I'm going to do a lot of stuff to my locks on this channel. So honestly, if it's something that, makes you cringe or you don't like it, then you're just free to not, you don't have to watch. You don't have to subscribe. You could dislike. It's cool, but it's here for the people that want to see it. I agree. Do it. It's best for you. Keish. That's my girl who won that giveaway, right? You won that giveaway when I first did it. Like, I don't know. We was almost a year ago. So, all right, Space. Also wanted to ask how you deal with locks, marrying, and coarser textures of your hair. I got really lazy during my last retightening and haven't popped my locks after washes. I'm 4 months due for my retightening and have significant marrying. Space, I got you, Space. I'm actually, so if you caught, I made a quick live like a few days ago. I have a lot of videos that I have to edit for you all from like last year. And I actually made a tutorial video. I will call it a tutorial video on how to cut and split marrying locks. But to answer your question really quickly, I just kind of do this type of thing. So I would take my locks probably like twice a week, and I would just pull up, like north, south, east, west. And you could hear it too. Like you could hear it like popping. And then I'll go in with like my scissors. I have hair scissors, and I'll just go and slowly snip those areas. So you don't have to be scared about marrying. The worst thing that could happen is you snip it and then it pops off. Me, I just braid that bad boy back on, and it's all good. So natural. We are supposed to be our sister's keeper. If I see you doing ridiculous things, I feel the need to speak up. No, that's fine. That's fine, natural. Like, I'm not here to debate with anybody. I'm really not here to debate with anybody. Like, I understand that concept, and I appreciate you for, the way you came at me in the comment and, in the video with your comment. I looked at it and I was just like, I can't get mad. I actually looked at your page as well, and I see that you also are on a lock journey. So I can't be upset. I can't be upset for you feeling the way you feel, and it's cool. Like, I come in peace. It's definitely cool. Let's see, Atia, your hair, your choices. Right. That's how it is, and that's like it for all of us. Like, it's like that for all of us, you know what I mean? And that's why my thumbnail, lock shaming, it's like, why do we have to do that? Like, we deal with so much crap with our hair outside of locks, just who we are, as melanated women. We don't need to be doing that. Like, we're good. I'm starting naturally. Re, how you doing? I'm starting my microlocs tomorrow. I've been natural for over 15 years. Thanks for the videos. You're so welcome, naturally, Re. And I'm excited for you for your microlocs. I remember when the night before I got mine done, I was so hyped. Like, I couldn't sleep. Oh my goodness. I was on YouTube all night watching videos, and I was just so excited. So I know you're probably like really anticipating tomorrow. And I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Like, you are going to love it. You're not going to want to look back. And I'm excited for you. So congratulations. Right. Welcome to the journey. Yeah. You're going to love it. Like, and time just goes by so fast with your locks. Like, I'm like, wow, I'm 5 years in already. Crazy, crazy. Welcome, welcome. Yep. So, okay, do I have anything else before I start going through these comments? Now, I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm not gonna read off any names. I'm just gonna read some comments that stood out to me. And I don't know if I want to do it randomly or because there's like a few comments that I'm like, yeah, I gotta address this. But again, we not getting into no craziness. We just gonna be going through the comments and seeing what some of you are what some of you all are saying. And yeah, let's just get to it. So again, if you have any comments, definitely write in the chat. I'm gonna be looking down periodically, well, most of the time, because I'm gonna be reading to you guys. And yeah, let's just get it started. So okay. Okay, so, all right. So this is one comment, right? Wow, just wow. This takes away the whole idea of being natural, but this is your journey, so do you. Also, interlocking does allow your hair to swell and lock naturally. So I guess this person said that because in my video, I mentioned that I wanted my locks to have that swelling effect, whereas with interlocking, I feel that that's kind of taken away, like when you interlock. Not saying that it doesn't happen, but again, for my hair, I just feel like when I interlock, that swelling is just like I like full locks. Like my hair's already coarse, but I love I love fullness. So when interlocking, I just feel like it just takes away that. Again, it could be all in my mind, but that's how I feel about that. And the whole idea of being natural, wow, this takes away the whole idea of being natural. So with that part of the comment, it's like, okay, but what is natural? You know what I'm saying? So like it's so subjective, you know what I mean? That whole idea of what's natural and what's like is that's just a big pillow of like whatever. But I respect the comments, and that's another thing too. I want to say that I am respecting everybody's comments, everybody's feedbacks. I'm not here to bash anybody. If we disagree, we just agree to disagree. So I'm not coming for you if you are looking at this and I'm reading off your comment. It's not that I'm trying to like get on you. Like, it's cool. I'm just reading the comments, okay? Naturally read. Thank you, ladies. I'm doing my own. So prayers up for my wrists and fingers for the next 3. Oh, oh, you doing it yourself. Woo. I'll sip some water to that. Mm-mm-mm. Man, I give it to you. I give it to all of y'all who do it yourselves. I don't think I could have. I don't think I could have. My sister did hers herself, and I think it took her like 3 days. And whew, girl, you good. Definitely let me know how it goes for sure. That's a big feat. That's a big feat for sure. Wow. So let's see. Let's read some more of these comments. Um okay. Somebody else commented and said, I understand the concept. Why not use hair glue, which is made compatible for human skin? This is giving me the Gorilla Glue girl vibes. Okay. So let me touch on that too. Okay. Yeah, I have DIY. It's the shoulders, but you get used to it and I love them. Yeah. You probably have some, yeah, I could imagine. But back to this comment. I understand the concept. Why not use hair glue, which is made compatible for human skin? This is giving me the Gorilla Glue girl vibe. So I saw a lot of that in the comment section. A lot of comparisons to Miss Tessica Brown, which is the Gorilla Glue girl. But I give her enough respect to call her by her name. Um, it's not the same. It's really not the same. I mean, the vibe might be there because she used Gorilla Glue on her sleek ponytail, and I'm using KRAZY glue on my locks. So I see how there would be like this comparison, but it's truly not a comparison. You know, she did what she did for her reasons. I did what I did for my reasons, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So again, thank you for the comment. Let's go down and say what other people are saying. Okay. Okay, somebody wrote, I'm weak. I know your channel is called Lazy and Locked, but you done took the lazy part too far. That actually was funny. Let's see. Hard pass. Honey, why not use something more natural? I would have accepted beeswax, gel, honey, flaxseed, anything but glue. Okay. I give you that. I give you that. I mean, it's so much stuff I could have used, right? Like, it's so much stuff I could have used. But again, because I know KRAZY glue and I know how I wanted my hair to react, I just felt like KRAZY glue was the best choice for me. But again, now that I did the retwist, I'm noticing that I don't need to use the KRAZY glue. So that's probably going to be something that is on the back burner or just going to be burnt off the table. Like, I probably won't ever put KRAZY glue on my hair, not because I'm scared or I'm scared of future damage or anything like that, because it's reacting the exact same way I thought it would react. But if I don't need to use it, then I don't, why use it, right? So let's go to another comment. All right. So somebody wrote, you must haven't watched videos of women who's left quick weaves and tracks in for months at a time. That glue becomes matted in your hair, forms all kinds of bugs, dandruff, and who knows what else. It is not good for the hair at all, but I do want to see the updates. And yeah, so I actually dealt with mold in my hair. I've dealt with that when I had weaves in. So I would keep my weaves in for, I'm talking about 3 to 6 months. And by the time I took my weaves out, when I took my tracks out, my hair was molded. Okay. It was molded. And that's one of the reasons why I got locks as well. If you saw my 5 reasons why I got locks video, that's one of the reasons. My hair was getting molded because I left my tracks in forever. So I get that. That glue becomes matted in your hair, forms all kinds of bugs, dandruff, and who knows what else. This is funny. Not in a, not in a condescending way, but it actually is funny to me. So yeah, I don't know about all of that. I mean, I've been fine. The glue actually is not staying in, as I've said a few times since this live. So I guess we're good on that. But I will definitely give you updates anytime. Anytime I see a change, I'm going to let you guys have an update on it. So let's see. We got some comments coming in. Gentlemen, how are you, ma'am? Another live, cool. Yes. Hey, gentlemen. Gentlemen was like one of the first people to come in one of my first lives that I've ever did. So welcome back. Yep, I'm streaming tonight. Oh, man. All right, Mia. All right. I love you, but you're way too late. Wait, I love you, but you're way too lazy. Come on, sis. Listen, I know I am. I am, but like, I don't know how to explain this, but it's not even about being lazy. It's just that I don't want to deal with my hair like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with my hair like that. Like, I got locks, so I don't have to fuss over my hair. So I just don't fuss over my hair. And I guess that's just what it boils down to. You know what I mean? Like, too darn pretty. Wait. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mia. I mean, But come on, can you blame me? Like when you go on a lock, I mean, how many of y'all actually got locks so y'all don't have to worry about your hair? Seriously. Like who wants to worry about like this is why I got locks, because I don't want to be obsessing over pre-poos and all of like lock it up, leave it alone. I still love your hair and your personality. We all live and learn. Well, supposed to. I'm happy you are no longer you going to use it. What will you be using now? Hey, so yeah, you see, we cool. Like I have no bad vibes towards none of y'all. We, that thumbnail is kind of clickbait. You know what I mean? But we good here. We good here, sis. We all live and learn, right? We do. So I'm not gonna be using crazy glue no more. And what will I be using now? That's the next hunt. Like I don't know. Like there's so much things I could use, but I wanna get something that I feel is gonna be sustainable. I was dibbling dabbling with the beeswax, but I don't like the residue that beeswax leave, and it does like weigh my hair down. So anything that I'm saying is pertaining to like my hair. I don't really like that. Like, so I'm gonna be on the hunt to see what else I could use. But of course, y'all left some great comments like suggesting things. So I'm gonna try certain things. And of course, I'll record it for you all if I have my camera nearby, and we're gonna see what works. We're gonna see what works. I don't know why folks act like it doesn't take a lot of time and energy to do all those locks. Exactly. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Like, it's so beautiful, right? You look and you see these gorgeous locks, right? You go on YouTube, you go on Pinterest, you go on Instagram, you see women with their locks, right? Sister locks. And you're just like, yo, they're so beautiful, they're so gorgeous. But it's very time consuming. And to be real, like, because it's becoming more of a thing, like locticians is, I mean, I saw a few videos that there's like loctician burnout. Like they're taking on more clients than they can finish, and they're getting fatigued, and like people are not staying on their retie. Like they have their regulars that supposed to come in every 4 to 6 weeks. You slip up, your coins ain't right, you skip some weeks, now you got extra growth, now that's more time. Like it's very tedious to maintain microlocs, sister locks, whether you do them yourself, whether you go to a loctician. So it's pretty, right? It takes like it's a lot of work. Trust me, it's a lot of work, both for the if you're wearing it and also for the loctician. I'm here for shortcuts. No, I don't blame you. I understand that. Yeah, it's tedious. Space. I got my locks so that I could just leave it be. I have a similar hair history as you, LOL. That's why I subbed to your channel when I found it back. Space was also like a day one sub. Yeah, right? We all have this common thing with like, as melanated women, we deal with a lot with our hair already. Like, did y'all know there's a whole crown act for us? Like, so we could have pretty much so we're not shamed in the workplace of wearing our natural hair. Like, it's crazy. There's literally an act that is being worked on so that women of color could wear their froze, could wear our, I should say, not their, but like wear our natural hair and not feel targeted, or this is not appropriate for corporate, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's too much. Like, that's why, again, I'm not here to go on anybody's neck about me doing what I do to my locks, because it's already too much going on that we got to deal with society and politics with our hair, with our damn hair. It's crazy. Marla B, it does take a lot of time and energy. I'm sitting here doing a retie now while I'm watching Love Locks. Don't always love the reties, right? That's so true. Like the retie, I mean, how many of y'all, right? Just if you do it yourself, like if you get it maintained, is a different story, because it's kind of like, okay, my hands is on my hair. But if you self-maintain, it's like you kind of dread those moments. I know with me, like I have to give myself like a week's notice, like, okay, I'm going to do this on this day, just to prepare myself, because it gets very tedious. It gets very tired. Your arms start hurting, your neck start hurting. And it's so rewarding when it's finished, though. I can't lie. Like, once you finish that last retie, it's like, oh, finally. But then if you got to do that if you stay on schedule, then you should be fine. But like me, yeah, it's too much for me. It's too much for me. Prudence, this is a whole other topic, but your locks are so long. Do you have a wash day video to show how you wash the full length and what you use to wash your hair? Hey, Prudence. So yes, I do. I actually have 2 wash videos on my channel. One is a old, like when I first started this channel. I showed you all just a very grainy, I took y'all in the shower with me and did, did what I thought was cool at the time, and just showed like how I maintain it, how I snip my locks, what I use to wash my hair. And then the last one I did, I did a more better, clearer visual wash video. That's probably like 2 or 3 videos down. That's the most recent, and you'll see exactly what I use in those videos. Natural. I started freeforming to avoid feeling like I'm doing extra. Maybe that would have been a better option for you. So are you saying like freeforming my locks? As like freeforming my SISTERLOCK microlocs? Or what do you mean by that? Because you know what? I actually like freeforming natural. I don't know. Should I just call you natural? Come 7 I'm gonna call you natural. So yeah, so this is what happened, natural, right? So I think that's kind of what I wanted my channel to be, and I wanted to identify my locks with. Like, I wanted, because I haven't seen really anybody that kind of went on a free-form microlock, sisterlock journey. It's always like, okay, I'm gonna do my reties and stick to my like strict, 4 to 6 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks. So with me, I kind of wanted to do a semi-free forming with my microlocs, whereas like just going crazy long without retwisting it, right? So in a sense, I feel like I am kind of free forming, but I'm just not allowing them to, well, no, let me not say free forming, like semi-free forming. And I'm just maintain, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I really do have a lazy approach with my hair, and it's intentional. Like, it's really intentional, because I don't think that when you get locks, I just feel like you shouldn't obsess with it. But I also feel that just because you get SISTERLOCKS microlocs, that you should also have that laid back approach, and you shouldn't always have to feel that you have to stay on a strict regimen to grow beautiful locks. I mean, I'm so thankful that my locks have been good to me, but this has been a lazy approach, and my locks is doing great. So I think that's kind of what I was already doing, but I don't know if that answers your question, but I think I was kind of already doing that. But thanks for the suggestion, though, for sure. Is it heavy? Because sore neck muscles. No, gentlemen, it's light, it's feathery. It's not. It's not. But I do have to tell y'all, I have a big surprise coming up with my locks. And like a few videos down, I'm going to do something with my locks. And it has to do, well, let me just hush. Y'all just going to have to wait. But no, it's not heavy. It's very flowy right now, gentlemen. I feel you. Beeswax doesn't work well for me also, LOL. So you use beeswax in your hair, natural? Like, so how do you maintain your locks? Because I went on your channel to check you out, and you actually have gorgeous locks. How do you maintain them? Like, what do you use on it? Yeah, beeswax for me is just too heavy. It's too heavy. It just takes the natural. I mean, it's just like, it's like it just suffocates the hair. It's great for certain things, like if you are a natural and you want like a nice sleek ponytail, or it does the job on certain things, but I wouldn't want to use it to retwist my hair. Marla, I've started telling myself it's okay. I'll finish when I finish, whether it is in 2 days or over a period of a week or so. Right. And that's the best approach. Like, I think the cool thing about maintaining and retightening your own hair is that you literally could do it on your own time, and your hair doesn't grow like 3 inches overnight, right? So even if you go a week or two, the probability of your hair growing out and being off track is really slim. So the cool thing like that I like is that you can just literally take your time. I don't know, with me, I usually start from the front and work my way to the back, because the front is just is much more tedious. And I think that working from the back to the front, it's easier because the back of my locks is larger. So when I get to the front, I'm burnt out. I don't even want to think about retightening. Like, I'm ready for the whole process to be over with. So I like to do the hardest part first, which is the front because it's smaller, and then work my way to the back, and then, voila. Natural. I apologize if I ever said anything to you in the past that was rude. Sister, I had to check myself on how I talk to people. Forgive me, please. I forgive you. I forgive you. I never yeah, don't worry about it. Like, it's too much stuff going on in the world, trust me. Like, too much stuff going on in the world, and it's fine. Like, don't feel any type of way. Like, you're good in my book. Trust me, you're good in my book. We're good. Prudence, hey girl, I'll check the wash day video out. Thanks. Yeah, it's on my channel. So just go through and you'll see it. Like, you'll see it. 2 wash day videos. Hopefully you get what you want out of it. I show you what I use, what products I use, and hopefully it can help. Especially if you feel overwhelmed, because washing this hair, you know, it's sticky. It's sticky. You know what I mean? So hopefully it gives you some motivation. Hi, Cicely. Your hair is so beautiful. Thank you. I think oh yeah, I just commented back to your comment. Like, you was one of the last comments that I responded back to. So I remember you, Cicely. PJ, I use water and black castor oil only on my roots for reties. It's thick, but not like a butter that would be way too tough to remove. I have fine strands, so it's helped to thicken my hair too. That is interesting. So, black castor oil only on your roots. You know what, PJ? I actually have black castor oil in my cabinet. And I use black castor oil for my edges, especially like now you see, like, again, I'm so sorry for the graininess, but I was dealing with some postpartum. Like I told y'all, if y'all new to the stream, if y'all new to the channel, I just had a baby 4 months ago back in April. And I told you guys in a previous video that I knew I was going to deal with postpartum shedding. I just didn't know when it was going to start. And boy, when I tell you, it started. Like, it started. We got a baby lock here. That's now a baby lock. My 4-month-old went on this side. Where's that? Went on this side, snagged this lock out. I'm so glad he didn't take it from the root, because that would have just left me with a whole bald spot. And I have like 2 or 3 more. Look at that one right here. Bing. Popped right off. So the postpartum shedding is real. Okay. So I have been using black Jamaican castor oil on my edges to see if it will help redeem it. And I know it will. Like, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, black Jamaican castor oil is really good for like hair growth. So PJ, I might use it for a retwist. I might. We're gonna see. Marla B, I used to start the back first because that's where my larger locks are. But for this retie, I started in the front as well. Agree. It's flowing better this way. I might actually finish tomorrow. Yay! Yes, yes. So wait, how much more you have to do? How much more you have to do? Yeah, it's way better. Like, if you start with the smallest, like the most tedious parts first, like, the back is a breeze. The back is a breeze. Like, that's why when I used to go to my loctician who established me, she was awesome though. She's great. But I would just be like, do you kind of want to start on this side first because it's the thin side? And because, okay, so when I went to my second loctician, right? Well, not she isn't was not my loctician, but when I went to the second sister lock consultant to have her like pick up where my original loctician, somebody knocked on my door. When my original loctician, um, that just threw me that just threw me all off. So pretty much I will always want my loctician that established me to start on my thinner side first because I would be so afraid that she would get so fatigued starting with the back that when she gets to here, she's just ready to wrap it up. So yeah, I'm a big fan of starting with the small part first and then let the, go to the larger locks. Let's see. It's Camelli natural. Oh, Camelli. Oh, that's pretty. Camelli natural. All right. Sorry, I'm responding so late. My internet is lagging. I was just speaking of free forming in general. I understand your logic. Your hair is your hair and it's unique regardless, right? Yeah. It's Camelli. Camelli. I'm gonna say. I hope I'm saying it right. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the beautiful thing about having locks is that it's always going to be unique to you. It's going to be unique to your texture, your hair porosity. No two heads is going to look alike. Even if I got like 500 and something locks and you have 300 and something locks, right? It doesn't matter. It's you. It's really just you. And that's what I love about being locked as well. D, how do you make your hair fluffy and not flat like sister locks? How do you make your hair fluffy and not flat like sister locks? So what do you mean by that? Because I would say that it really, really do depend on your hair type. But for me, the way I keep my locks fluffy is I missed it a lot. So I missed it a lot. Like I go through with a spray water bottle and I'll put like an essential oil, whatever it is, whether it's peppermint oil, tea tree oil. Sometimes I use just rose water with the essential oil and I just missed it. And I think that helps the lock to swell up and that's what keeps it fluffy. But I also think I know what you're talking about because my sister mentioned the same thing. Like she saw people that had and I don't want to say it's sister locks. I'll just call it microlocs because sister locks are microlocs at the end of the day. But it's just like it has no volume. It's just very dense and just like it's no body, it's no movement. And I think that has a lot to do with the interlocking as well. So if you constantly do a 4-point rotation, a 4-point rotation, a 4-point rotation, because that interlocking pattern is so tight, I think over time it just lets the hair like lay flat. Whereas with me, before I started retwisting, I used a 2-point rotation. Like I was established with a reverse 4 pattern, which I don't know. That's sister lock talk, and I never took the sister lock class or any of that. So I just know that my sister lock consultant told me if you decide to go someplace else, just let them know, even though they'll probably already know already, but you have a reverse 4 pattern. So that's what I was established under. But as I took my own locking journey into my own hands, I was like, I can't do no 4-point rotation. So I was just doing 2-point rotations, 2-point rotations. And I think that also added to the fluffiness because it's just not so like tight, and I think that also allows the lock to be fluffy. So let's see. Let me go up a little more. Cicely, I think it's because she doesn't always do a full point, right, which condenses the hair. Right, Cicely. Cecily. Again, if I'm chopping, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Cecily or Sicily. You are absolutely right. I don't use a 4-point rotation. Even if I was to interlock again or go back to interlocking, which I'll probably do periodically here and there, I won't ever do a 4-point rotation, or at least attempt. Like, I would 4 points, 4-point rotation where? Like, I'm 2-point rotation all day, every day. Camelli, I only use oils and water. I'm quite boring when it comes to what I use. I'm too afraid, right? Because there's so much stuff out there. Like, think about it. We could get so wrapped up in products, even on locks. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like we're just targeted as melanated women with our hair. We're just targeted. Like, they just love to know, right? They, as in these people who make these products, what's in, what is the black girl doing to her hair? And let's hop on that trend, right? And they just create products that is supposed to be for this hairstyle. We could get wrapped up in so many things. Keep it simple, keep it cool. So I don't blame you for just using oils and water. Like, that's probably actually the best thing, to be honest. Not to overcomplicate things. And if it does work for your hair, then at least you know you got something that's, that's you. So let's see. Marla B, small section in the front and then the back half. Okay, so that's how much you got left. Okay. Yeah, you'll probably get through with it. I mean, are you planning on like staying up all night and doing that? Like, are you going to take a break, or are you going to like just muscle your way through? D, yes. Okay, 3-point rotation. You know what? What would be a 3-point rotation? Maybe up, down, well, north, south, east, west. Would that be a 3-point rotation? I never thought about a 3-point rotation. Like, 2-point rotation is like a L for me. So like I would go up, down, side to side. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a L shape. Like, I'll just go up, down, side to side, up, down, side to side, up, down, side to side. That would be like a 2-point rotation for me. I don't know what a 3-point rotation would be, but yeah, 2-point rotation. I'm team 2-point rotation. Cicely, I'm just guessing. I remember when she did her first retwist after her pregnancy, she mentioned doing a 2-point, yeah, 2-point rotation. Let's see, space. I made the mistake of starting on the back. I thought this time would be different, and now I'm 4 months delayed. So, space, what's going on with your hair? Talk to me. So, you have half of your hair done, and then you just letting. So wait, what's going on with your hair, space? We gotta get you right here. What's going on? Camelli Natural. Call me natural. Call me natural. Hmm. Let's see. Cecily, imagine if you're doing 3 or 2-point rotation and your hair is clean and not weighed down with oils. That's how you get the weightless look. Yeah, it's definitely, I think the trick to get that fluffy, weightless look or feel is, yeah, making sure your hair is definitely clean. Whatever lint and stuff, like, try not to like get your hair, like, the lint buildup could be really real when it comes to microlocs. Like, all right, perfect example, and y'all gonna see that. People would swear this is crazy glue. I'm telling y'all, this is not crazy glue, but this is lint, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I recently did, and y'all gonna see this down the line because I mentioned this in a video that I'm editing for you all. I recently did a lock detox on my locks, and I actually recorded that video too. It was my own lock detox that I made, my own concoction. So y'all gonna get that video as well. And I did it, but the thing is with lock detoxes, because the purpose of the detox is to pull and suck whatever's in the lock out, a lot of times it makes the lint like really pop. Now, it's not like this in person. Like, you really can't see it bad in person, but I was just like, where's all this white stuff coming from? Like, where was it coming from? And it was lint that was literally inside, like embedded deep in my locks. And these are the front of my locks, right? And they're thin and you can see them like bright as day. Like, so the lock detox is cool, but I think I needed to detox. I'm probably going to do it again, like a second time, so I could really get everything out. I don't think I left it on long enough. So hopefully this time when I do it, it's going to just really like take everything out one shot, boom. But it does bring my lock detox that I made, it definitely like made everything that was inside come out. And it made my hair feel a lot lighter too, because the water was just gunky. And yeah, so I think the trick to like fluffy locks is making sure it's clean, trying to keep the lint out of it, and not using heavy oils. So that ice cold water in your cup sounds delish. Yes. You know how many times I refilled this with ice? And yeah, it's so refreshing. It's definitely not juice. It's good old water in my Wendy's cup. Let's see. EJ, I love vanilla and lavender with distilled water to spritz in my in your hair. Smells great, and I have fluffy locks too. Vanilla and lavender with distilled water. What are you? Okay. You know, that's interesting. Distilled water. I never thought about the actual water, but that's interesting. I wonder if the distilled water has anything to do with like the way your locks is developing. Because water, believe it or not, water is not created equal, like for sure. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if the distilled water is actually aiding in your fluffiness. That's actually really interesting. Shania, 2-point rotation noted. I have 176 micro twist locks. Yes, girl. 176? Ooh, that's not bad for micro twist locks. How do you so you use a 2-point rotation as well to maintain yours? Interesting. 176 micro twist locks. Awesome. Love it. Cecily. Oh, Cecily. Got you. Cecily. Perfect. Noted. Okay, let's see. Shania, I'll be 12 weeks micro lock next Wednesday. Oh, so you're just starting your journey. Are you starting off with short hair, long hair? Like, how is your length? Because I know some people actually cut their hair to get micro locks. I'm wondering where you're starting from. Space, yes. Okay, west to east, north to south, east to west. Repeat 3-point rotation, right? Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, I'm thinking I'll read a 3-point rotation. Glass Claws, do you take any hair growth supplements? Great question. I actually do not take any hair growth supplements. The only thing that I was taking was my prenatal pills when I was pregnant with my boys. And I think that definitely added to the hair growth just because of all the nutrients that a prenatal pill has. But other than that, no, I don't use any supplements. Yeah, I don't use any supplements at all. So I do drink vitamin water. I like to dilute my vitamin water with water. So have vitamin water, have water. So maybe that aids in it as well. But yeah, I was just taking my prenatals, and that's when I saw significant growth because prenatal pills also has biotin in it. So I think that's what helped. But overall, it just have so much stuff. So I think that aided in it, in my growth. Let's see. Mm, see where you were going with it, family, because it's pronounced that way. Calmly. 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 Camelli. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong, but calmly. Calmly. Trust me, I'm not trying to chop up your name, sis. Space. I started at the back and finished the back half. Front half was supposed to be done 2 months ago. Now I'm due to retighten the whole head again. Send help, need space. Okay, this is what you do. All right. If I was in your position right now, this is the help that I'm sending you. So okay, now I'm due to retighten the whole head again. The first thing you want to do is just, you got to get those locks unmarried, right? So I wish I would have dropped this video if I knew you would have had this situation. But the first thing you want to do is you have to like split those locks. You want to split those locks and start retightening the front. Take like maybe 4 hours out the day, if you even have it. You know what? 2 hours out the day, and just say, yo, in 2 hours, I'm gonna do X amount. Or like me, I just take sections and I just be like, okay, once I'm done with this section, I'm good. Get the front half, like focus on that first, and then work your way to the back. Because if the front is thinner than the back for you, because some people, they have I don't know, do you have sister locks or micro lock space? Because the front may be smaller for you, or some people who have micro locks, everything is the same. So just get the front done. Don't panic. Just, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Watch my video when I had to retighten my whole hair. That would definitely motivate you. Let's see. Medium length, but it shrunk so much. Okay, yeah, the shrink is just crazy. Just because you get locks, man, that shrinkage, woo, like I'll be pulling on my locks, like the shrinkage is crazy with locks. Even if you have locks, it's still there. Yeah, I used to use 2-point rotation too. LOL, it's easier and also aids to a fuller looks. Yeah, right. 2-point rotation is bomb to me. It's super bomb. Used to do a 4-point rotation. Yeah, 4-point rotation is just too tedious because, like, think about it. When you're going in, you don't even know if you're really doing a 4-point rotation. Like when I tried to do a 4-point rotation before, first of all, like, how do I even know I'm really going the 4 points? It just became it became a headache. So I was like, forget that. Um, lead locks. Lead locks. How you doing? Currently taking down my micro locks to do two strand twist locks. The struggle. Love yours and your sister's channel. Thank you, lead locks. I was actually watching your live the other day when you was doing your little technique. Make sure y'all check her channel out for sure, because lead locks, you have some tips and tricks up your sleeve, and I love how your channel is growing. Like you're just really, you're one of those like hidden gems that just, yeah, needs more exposure. But I see your channel growing. You're doing great work, and keep going. But you're taking down your micro locks to do so wait, yeah, because so you don't want your micro locks anymore? I think that's just the problem, or that's I guess when you do hair, because I'm assuming lead locks that you do hair, right? So I guess it's just the boredom that kicks in, and you're just like, you know what, bump this. I don't even want to do this no more. Is that what it is? Because taking down your micro locks, oh my goodness. Well, good luck to you for sure. Let's see. Kameli, decided to try something new and combine my micro locks. Now I'm struggling with wanting to undo them. LOL, your hair is tempting me. Wait, what? Wait, so you wanna combine your micro locks? Now I'm struggling with wanting to undo them. So all right, Kameli, what are we trying to do here? So why did you combine them? Did you combine them because you felt that it was too time consuming? Um, Now you're struggling wanting to undo them. Ah, I don't know. You got to make up your mind before they lock, right? You got to make up your mind, girl. Locks, thank you. Everybody on my channel and my clients keep convincing me to change it up. LOL. Yeah, I know you probably get that push pull, like, girl, you should do this or you should try this. And it's like you want to give your clients and your subscribers what they want. I get it. Trust me. I know that it could get like that. Like my sister, when she started her microlock journey, like the first thing that she said that she had to get over was the fact that she can't switch it up because she's actually a licensed cosmetologist. Like she travels and do hair, and she always wants to be, like her thing was the faux locks. Like, oh my goodness, my sister used to do these big Marley faux locks, and that was like her signature style for years. And I told her, I was like, the cool thing about microlocs is you can still do that to your locks. You can put that over your locks. But she's so in love with her microlocs now that it's like, what? I'm cool. Like, this is me. And she's chilling with it. So let's see. PJ, I have a little over 300 locks, so it might not be as challenging to retire compared to someone like with like 500 or more locks. Bless y'all. Yeah, it's definitely easy if you have less locks. So like for me, I have over 500, which is why I take my time doing these retire ton. But if you have like 300 or less, I feel like it's just way more like you can do it faster, you can get it done, you're not that overwhelmed. So yeah, for sure. For sure. This journey is cool. Like I said, it looks good, but if you're not on top of it, it can be a pain in the behind. So let's see. I've been on here for about an hour. I'm just gonna read a few more comments and then I'm gonna retire for the night. So let's see what else you guys were saying. So we have another comment that came in. I absolutely love the idea of twisting the new growth, and I may actually try this on my sister locks. But I have a thought. After completing the twist, why not create a knot over the hole so the hole doesn't unravel, or maybe use lock wax, like a teeny tiny dab, just to hold the twist in place? The glue and acetone is a bit scary to me, but I get it because I'm there with you. Retightening these bad boys is annoying as all hell. I also brush my locks prior to washing to remove dandruff, so I don't have white balls at the line of demarcation. So this is a loaded comment. I truly appreciated the suggestions of using a lock wax, which is something I'm going to definitely look into. Um, just to hold the twist in place. I see where you're coming from with that. And then the glue and acetone. So let me just talk a little bit about the acetone part. So the acetone is it's like a true last resort if you can't get the KRAZY glue out. So when I was doing the KRAZY glue and putting the KRAZY glue on my twist, like there was some locks that I accidentally put a little bit too much glue, and I had no choice but to use the acetone to break it down. Now, I wouldn't suggest it, right? But again, like I said, because I'm in the field of restorative dentistry, I use these things so I know how it breaks down. And I agree, acetone shouldn't be on hair at all. It's not meant for hair, but it does break down the KRAZY glue. So that's what helped me with those parts that I just had a little bit too much glue. I see some comments coming in. Naturally Lee says, Lee Locks, I'm doing the 2 serum twist. Okay, you're talking to each other. Don't forget. Thank you, Cecily. Don't forget to like my video, guys. Don't forget to like. Just push the like, push the thumbs up. Let's see. All right, y'all talking to each other. So let's go down and read some more comments. Okay. All due respect, I get it, it works. As a licensed cosmetologist with 2 Master of Science degrees, I strongly disagree with this method. You are putting a chemical not intended for human consumption near your scalp, eyes, skin, etc. We have no idea the effects of this method in the context of cancer causing allergic reactions, etc. And the hairbrush, well, that's a whole nother issue. If this is what you choose, by all means, do you. However, it is wholly irresponsible to suggest such a dangerous method to others. So, how do I address this comment? Again, I come in peace, guys. I come in peace. But it's so much I could say about this comment. Okay, so as a licensed cosmetologist with 2 Master of Science degrees, I strongly disagree with this method. Okay, so you have 2 Master of Science degrees. Cool. Congrats to you. And you're a licensed cosmetologist. Awesome. And you disagree with my method for the reasons that you stated or this person stated. I don't want to feel like I'm targeting you if you're watching this on the replay, but I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. It's not something that is done on YouTube. Like nobody just goes to the hardware store and be like, hey, I'm gonna put KRAZY glue on my hair, right? But at the same time, my sister is also a licensed cosmetologist. And when I told her that I was doing that to my locks, she actually was all for it. Of course, because she's my sister, right? She's gonna like try to support me in whatever I do. But she really didn't have a concern about the KRAZY glue being in the hair. As far as the degrees is concerned, I get you. You feel that maybe this person feels that because they have a degree that it warrants them knowing that what they're saying is to be true. I also I have 3 degrees myself. 2 of them being science degrees, with one of them being a master's, such as yourself. So again, I'm in my restorative dentistry field. And I know these chemicals, right? I know them to work a certain way. And even though it's not meant for, look at my baby locks sticking out. Even though, what I use in my hair is not meant for the hair, I can say this. You are putting a chemical not intended for human consumption near your scalp, eyes, skin, etc. So how many times we go to the nail salon and we put on tips? I rarely put on tips, but they use KRAZY glue on they put KRAZY glue on your nails, and they use acrylic, right? So KRAZY glue is actually an acrylic resin. So it's just a different composition of the acrylic that you put on your nails. That's one. I didn't put the KRAZY glue on my scalp. If you watch the video, I actually had about this much new growth, and I put the glue right at the end of my retwist. So it really isn't touching my scalp at all, to be honest. Near my eyes, I could get that. I'll give you, I'll give you the eyes, because as the KRAZY glue shapes off, it can probably, get in my eye or whatever the case may be, I guess, little particles. But how many times people go to their favorite eyelash tech and put eyelashes on and put eyelash glue near their eyes, which is something I saw too. Somebody mentioned something about why not use eyelash glue instead of KRAZY glue on my locks. Y'all so cute giving me all these suggestions. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that we do a lot of things every day that is dangerous, right? And we do it for fashion, we do it for beauty. Me putting KRAZY glue on my locks is not that deep, to be honest. You know what I mean? With all due respect, it's not that deep. But thank you for contributing to the comment section. But I don't feel like it's really that deep. So let's see. Some of you guys commented. Okay, Locks. Okay, y'all talking to each other. All right. Just making sure I'm not missing any of y'all comments. All right. See, Kameli, this is taking lazy to a whole new level. Oh, hell no. Sis, what a terrible idea. I hope no one takes this advice. This is pure ignorance, sister. But we good. We're good, Kameli. But that's what you wrote. But we're good. We already addressed that earlier. Let me see. I think I'll stay on for like 5 more minutes and read some more of these comments that I saw. Oh, there was a comment. let me get to it right here. This comment right here. And I thought that it was so cool because this shows that like some people really appreciate my thinking outside the box. And I just really appreciated this comment. Okay, so this person commented, hey, you just made me think. You know that liquid Band-Aid bottle? I think it's in pharmacy. Maybe that would be more delicate to your locks. I wouldn't use KRAZY glue myself, but just an idea. Interesting video, by the way. I look forward to an update from you on this, smiley face. Now, you know, when I saw that, my little poof, I was tingling like, wait, what? What are they talking about? What is this person talking about? Liquid bandage. So guess what I did? Hold on. I gotta go get something for y'all. Hold on 1 second. So your girl went right to Walgreens and got some. I got some liquid bandage. And I got it because I just really wanted to know like what, because I didn't even know that they had this. And I actually wish I knew that they had this sooner because I never seen this before. And I would have used this on my C-section. I would have used this on my C-section because I was so scared, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to take those bandages off, but that's a whole nother video. Well, it's not even a video. Well, it might be a video, who knows? Because like I said, I'm going to be doing some more content outside of locks, just here and there. So maybe that's a topic that I'll talk about, who knows? But I definitely would have used this on my C-section if I would have known that this even existed. But I went and I got it. It's all-purpose and one protection. It's new skin. It obviously it's for cuts and stuff, right? It's not for hair, but I just wanted to see like the components of it. So I was reading the ingredients or the active ingredients that's in it. And yeah, so I bought it. So this is what it is. And this is what it looks like, right? So let me just show y'all because I wanted to know like what is this thing? So this is it. Right, it has a little brush, and let's do a smell test. We learned in school never to just sniff something. So I'm gonna just, okay. Definitely got a whiff of it. It smells just like nail polish, like just like nail polish. And the consistency of it is liquidy. It's kind of sticky. It's a little less sticky than nail polish, like, but you see how it's dripping? So we're gonna do a little skin test and I wanna see how it's gonna react on my skin because it'll give me a good indication on how it would react on my hand. So on my hair. So that's my hand. And I'm gonna just put some on, right? Like that. Can y'all see it? So you see how the consistency is like, it's definitely like nail polish and it smells just like nail polish. So before this live is over, we're gonna see what this looks like. It's not sticky at all. Definitely smell like nail polish, but we're gonna see. And who knows, maybe I might do a little bit of testing with this. Not on all my locks, guys. So just not on all my locks, but I want to see. I'm curious. And that's what this channel is all about. I'm all about creativity here. So we're going to see. We're going to see how this works. But I'm going to be watching this. And I'll let y'all know what happens. So let's see. Okay, wait, hope that makes sense. We're learning as we go as well. Okay, smiley face. Wait, that's a thing. I think PJ, you're talking about this liquid bandage. Yeah, I guess it's a thing. I did not know that it existed. I really Didn't know that existed at all. Yes, I work in labor and delivery, and we do use something similar, but only on the outer layer of the skin. Hi, Beverly. Yeah, I just, it's interesting. Like, really, I never saw this. Like, I knew that when I got my C-section, there was like this glossy, it was like this glossy something that they put on it, but of course, I'm not in the medical field. I mean, I am in a sense, but not like that. So you will know way more than me. But yeah, I'm just wondering how this is going to be. So it's starting to dry up a little bit, right? Starting to dry up. So we're going to see what it's going to look like in a few minutes. Let's see. Okay, this comment. With using KRAZY glue, what about when your hair swells? And please explain coloring. Can I do this if coloring and recoloring? So, what I would say about that when your hair swells, actually, I feel like your hair will swell anyway, but this was my theory behind putting the KRAZY glue on my locks. The KRAZY glue will break down as my lock swells up. So the thing about it is when you learn about the retention of the two surfaces that KRAZY glue bonds to, like KRAZY glue bonds strongest to two surfaces that are alike and like flat, smooth surfaces, right? But I don't want to get too technical with it, but because my lock was twisted, that is a certain type of mechanical retention that will prevent the KRAZY glue to really stick. So my thought process was that as my lock swells and as the retwist tries to unravel, it will naturally break down the KRAZY glue on that part of the lock. It will shave off. And by that time, hopefully I will be already like 3 or 4 months in when all that happens, and the retwist will actually be in its locking stage, if that makes sense. So going back to the question, the KRAZY glue will break down as the lock swells, and that's what I've noticed. Like, I've noticed that to be true. And as far as the coloring, can you do this coloring and recoloring? That's a great question, and that's also a great point that you bring up, because guys, I don't know in the future if I'm going to want to color my hair, right? I don't know if I'm going to want to experiment with dyes or put any type of color into my hair, period. So what I do know about KRAZY glue is if all of it didn't come out, right, as I would predict it to come out, I don't want to deal with or have to deal with the possibility of the color not saturating that part of the lock. Also, another reason why I'm not going to use KRAZY glue as part of my retwist anymore as well is because I like to flat iron my locks from time to time. So I don't do it often. I don't, but periodically, maybe once or twice a year, I like to flat iron my locks just to see how my locks like the true growth of it, if it makes sense, because it's still, your locks doesn't stop your hair from shrinking, right? So I like to just do that because I have a lot of hair, and I sometimes I just like a sleek, really, really sleek look. So I put a flat iron to my locks, and I would be so devastated if I flat ironed my locks and KRAZY glue was still in there, and then I have a problem with the heat with the KRAZY glue, which brings me to another question that I saw. Somebody asked that, isn't KRAZY glue flammable? And to answer this question, KRAZY glue is flammable, but it's flammable in its liquid state. Once the KRAZY glue is cured, well, the acrylic resin, because that's what KRAZY glue is, once it's cured, it changes, the component of it changes. So it's not flammable as far as like if you put a lighter to it, it's gonna like flame up. No, it's it's flammable before it cures. So back to the whole flat ironing situation, I just didn't want the KRAZY glue to like melt on the flat iron, because it will melt down. KRAZY glue also could be melted down, but it won't, like, it's not flammable, but it can melt, if that makes sense. So let's see. Cecily, I'm looking forward to see if that will work. You're talking about the liquid bandage? I'm curious to see too. Let's check back in on it. And it is drying. So it's drying pretty clear. And it's funny because it actually looks like my burn. I got burned, guys. Well, I had an accident when I was younger with the lamp. There was no lampshade, and like my hand got caught on it, and I still have this mark until this day, right? I think I was like 3, and 30 years later, I still have this. But it kind of looks like that. But anyway, it's starting to dry. It's definitely not sticky, but the parts that's still kind of wet is sticky. So what I'm going to do once it's completely dry is I'm going to wipe it, and I'm going to see how it reacts with water. It says that it's waterproof. So we're going to see. I just want to see how it's going to look once it gets wet, because like the thing I could say about the KRAZY glue in my locks is that it didn't leave, it left a residue, but it wasn't like it wasn't crazy, you know what I mean? But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So 120, I've been on for almost an hour and 30 minutes, so I got a few more and I'm done, guys. I'm done for the night. Done for the night. Let's see. Beverly. Seems like you would be great in chemistry. Perhaps you can make a product for the lock to bond, braids, or locks. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best in chemistry, to be honest. I had to take chemistry in school. I did okay. But yeah, I think just my field, because of my field, I do have to know about chemicals, and a lot of the chemicals that we use in restorative dentistry is similar to the chemicals that we use or nail technicians use. So it's very, very similar. And yeah, maybe I might be able to, I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, I'm always trying to experiment anyway. So maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll make a product that will be beneficial to the microlock community and helping to lock the hair. We'll see. But thank you for that. That's very motivational, to be honest, Beverly. So that's for Beverly, that question. And that's for Beverly, that question. Okay. So 2 more questions, guys, and then I'm out of here. So let's see. So somebody wrote, I have been secretly thinking about doing this for a long time. And of course, it's very hard to find anyone's opinion on it. Thank you for the info. I might try with dark colored glue. And then there was a reply under that that said, I'm trying it for a few broken locks with brown Gorilla Glue. So yeah, these are the comments that, again, I said this in the beginning of my live, that I truly appreciate, because again, what I try to do is just bring variety and a different way of looking at your microlock journey, whether you're microlock, sisterlock, well, sisterlocks are microlocks, but however you establish your locks, right? That we have to kind of we don't want to stress about our locks. And I think it's cool to like experiment with different things. So that's what this channel is about. And with this person saying that they were secretly thinking about doing something like this, but couldn't find any information on it. It's like, this is why I do it. This is why I put the content out there, because a lot of people are secretly, in my opinion, looking for a way to go through this sisterlock microlocs journey. It's not easy. It really isn't. Like, there's so many times where I thought about cutting my locks because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't go to my loctician anymore because we live, we're states apart. And I was just like, how am I gonna make this easier for myself? Especially when I had my boys. It's just, when you have children, your life is really not your life anymore, which I'm not complaining about. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I enjoy dealing with my hair, right? I know it was another comment that said, save up some coins, sis, and pamper yourself, go to a loctician. But it's not that simple, because I personally believe another person will never care for your hair the way you will care for your hair, right? Like, you got places out here now outside of locks, but I'm seeing that a lot of natural, sorry guys, I need a sip. I'm seeing that a lot of natural hair women who are loose naturals are actually going to keratin treatments now to deal with, like, to give themselves a break from what it really means to be natural. Like, they're not perming their hair, but they are experimenting with keratin treatments. They're dibbling and dabbling and doing a text lax to lax their curl patterns, because to deal with our hair, we have beautiful locks. Like, we have beautiful hair, right? Like, genetically, we are just blessed with the texture, the coarseness, everything, but it can really be time consuming. And it's no different with locks. And I do feel that when you have sister lock microlocs, that you shouldn't stress out about it. And that's the reason why I make these videos. That's why I give y'all try to be as real as I can with my journey. Like Space said, I have videos showing the struggles of when I went that long stretch and I did not know how I was going to finish my locks. And I did it, and I celebrated, and I recorded it because I was so happy that I did that. And I think it's just something that we should do more often. Now, as far as getting another loctician to go in my head, I'm past that. Like, I'm self-maintained. I've been self-maintaining now for about almost 4 years, because after I was like a year in and I had that experience with my second loctician and I couldn't really get to my first loctician that established me, I was like, oh no, this is it. I'm doing this my own way. I'm doing this my own way. I don't want anybody else to be in my hair. Like, I know there's people out there that do phenomenal jobs, and I'm not saying that down the line I might not go to a professional to just realign my parts and stuff. But as far as me maintaining it, I just do it this way. It's been working, and it can definitely be a struggle. So anything that I feel that I can share with you all that I do for me to make my lock journey easier and more seamless, I'm definitely going to share it with you guys. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the comments, guys. If you are watching the replay of this and you want to see all the comments that was written, all of the comments are approved. I did held them for review because I wanted to see them as they was coming in, but I would never block or disapprove a comment on that channel ever, right? Ever. This is a free space to talk about this journey. I'm not ever going to do that. So if you want to see those comments, you can definitely go watch that. You don't even have to watch the video. You could just go through and look at the comment section and see what else people were saying. Let me read these last comments and I'm going to wrap up. So if you don't find anything, you are planting seeds for people who can come up with a solution. Right. Right. If I don't find, right. And that's the thing. It's all about, we're a collective mind in this whole lock journey, Cecily, for sure. Kameli, it's my bedtime, sister. I enjoyed conversing with you. Have a great night, beautiful. Thank you too, sister. Thank you. Again, I'm glad that we came to a common ground with the whole situation with putting glue in my hair, but nonetheless, it's all love. I always come in peace for sure. PJ, love you and your locks. Love you, your video. Love you and your videos. So great conversation, ladies and gents. Much love, so much. Yes. Thanks, PJ, for that contribution. And we're here. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all. I'll do these lives every now and then. I know it is getting late, probably for us folks on the East Coast. If you're West Coast, you got some time, but I know a lot of y'all probably going to retire for the night, or it is Friday. So I don't know. Maybe some of y'all gonna go shake your tail feathers in the club too. I don't know. But I know for me, I am definitely tired. I'm gonna go give myself some rest. But thank you all for joining me for this live. I hope that it was entertaining for you. If you're watching it on the replay, I hope that you get a good sense of what I'm trying to do here with putting the crazy glue on my locks. And again, I always come in peace. I really enjoyed this live. And sis, your energy is amazing. Thank you for blessing us. Good night, ladies. Good night, Cecily. Good night. Thank you for coming through. And yeah, I'm about to retire for the night, guys. So definitely real quick, I have videos coming up for y'all. So make sure that y'all stay tuned for that. I think the next video I'm going to drop is going to be a maintenance video. I just shot that like 3 or 4 days ago. So I'm probably going to put that up because I'm still working on edits from the previous videos, but I got y'all covered. So don't worry. I got y'all covered. We here. Thank you all so much for watching the live stream. If you reached this far, put some locks in the comment section so I know, like, you know, the actual chain lock. So I know y'all watched this far. And even if you didn't make it this far, well, you wouldn't be hearing this if you didn't make it this far. So if you did make it this far, put the chains in the comment section. And again, thank you all for stopping by. Y'all take care of yourselves. Peace out. And I'll see y'all in my next video or my next live. Take care, y'all. Have a good night.